Here's two boats with the same two problems. One, it's got water in it. So while I was gone, it stormed. The second problem, both of them have a harness that either ignition switch has gone out or they fried the harness. So I'm gonna get the water out and then I'll maybe start on, it doesn't really matter which one. This one's the easiest because the remote's about already off. Maybe I'll do that one first because I feel lazy. Usually I do the hardest one first. And that's this one. Now I'm going to have to lay in there, and now the water is in here. Can't do that. So either got to let them dry out, clean them out, something. It's got to happen. Thanks for watching, subscribing, liking the videos, everything. I don't know. I got this thing all torn apart. It's not too bad. I mean, from the looks of it, like he's missing the ball. So either it fell out when somebody took it apart. Probably. You know, so there should be a ball right here. And that's missing. So there's that. And then they had it mounted up here all kinds of wacky. I think the first thing to do is I'm going to put a new switch on it. I'm just going to do that, and I don't know. As far as that's a special ball bearing. And unfortunately, you know, it is what it is. So I found the problem too, because look, right there, that white wire is chafed. That goes over and out to your neutral safety switch. So if it's grounded out, it's not going to work. So we're just going to start taking these apart, see if we can't fix them. Be interesting to know if this thing would fire up the way it is. So that's a ground wire, obviously. So this is going to be a ground wire as well. Alright, let me get her done. Alright, here's my setup. Had to put a clamp for the neutral safety switch. And I suppose I could put the housing back or whatever, but then I got to deal with this. So both of them work. This works. If I take it off, it won't start. It won't do anything. Right, I don't think. Yeah. So then we put this on. Whoa. I don't have to be crazy. And then we crank it. I don't know why I hesitated for a second. Fires right up. That was good. Alright, so not to kill my neighbors. So what I'm going to do is try to figure out a way to repair this, because this is going all the way over here. There's no way to really get a piece of shrink wrap over this. We're going to have to get a piece, something. We're going to do something, and then we're going to fix it. Alright, I just hosed it down with some liquid electrical tape. Not sure what else to do. So that'll keep it protected anyway. I'll let that cure and sit dry, and then... This is sketchy stuff right here. People are going to hate me for this. But I mean, that's all you need. So they did a little bit of butchery right here. That's some backyard butchery right there. See that? See how that's strand inside of strands. So get a vacuum cleaner. Gotta find some bolts. And then we're gonna do the starter and the solenoid because it's old. It's kind of making a noise because they basically burn it up. So this is the hard part because you got to take that front air box off. No way to really get to the starter without doing that. So I think that's my next move, is to get that air box off. Well, I got her going. Got her hooked up to the battery. Got our key switch happening. I need to check with him though. You may want to bid out mounting this. These old school ones suck. You gotta like mount them from the inside. Makes no sense, but that's what the new starter fired right up. Didn't even hear it, did you? Yeah, now let's see if it starts on mine. If it does, then it's definitely in the remote. Got a little gun brush kit. See if it'll help. I think what was happening is maybe, you know, that little bit of corrosion, that's probably a positive or a negative cable. Get some more deoxit. See if it'll fire. That run for a second. Pretty sure that's all that was. I'm gonna run it the next couple of days and just make sure it's alright. Because you know, it could be a thing, I don't know. I'll open up this gas can. Alright, it's the next day. And we're doing the same job. So got some tools out. We're gonna replace the ignition switch. Let me just say that these remotes are kind of a pain, and I mean, you know, it is what it is. So I got the top up, but I got the sign pointing right at me, and I kind of need to do this morning. So I guess first of all, we're going to see if we can't lower this thing. I don't know which lever it is. So now that, oh, there we go. I guess that's as low as it goes. So we need to get this. Let's, first of all, we can do, I mean, there's about 100 ways to go about it. You can take this off, then this, but I'm going to take this off first. Probably should have hit it with something, but I didn't. And now I'm gonna take it off with a impact. Probably should have hit it with some PB Blaster, but I mean, alright, let's probably should get some gloves on because this thing is gonna be greasy as all get out. Get the right bit for the job. That one fits good. So I think my theory is when they put these, like people hook up their cables backwards, then it shorts out the switch. So this one, they got the choke switch is right here. First of all, there's kind of a trick to this. So he most likely has the ball still working. You know, it's a detent pin. I guess I should have checked that before I went crazy, but we can still do it. Okay. Oh yeah, he's got the pin and it's still in there. This is the hard part of the job. Let me just say this. I may have to get this towel over here because this thing is a greasy mess. You know, we can't have, can't be getting dirtying up his boat. So, I'll get that out of the way and put this towel down here. So, just in case. We need to get to this, and this is a pain. And this key doesn't want to come out. That's another problem. But I think we need to, like, we're gonna take this off. And this is this lever. Or am I? No, I'm not. I'm gonna just see how he's got it mounted. Okay, he's got that here, there. Okay, I think we'll just take these out. Mr. Trash Man. Mr. Trash Man! That's what I mean, like we use a screwdriver to take it forever. Alright, so this will then lift up this in order to get to this. Okay, got that piece. Alright, now what? Looks like the two screws holding this in is actually missing. Let's take this off. Okay. Now, yeah, it's not fun. So somebody already tried to figure this out, I bet. They just didn't know what they were doing. So there's our two mounting bolts that are right. That's good. Okay, this is kind of coming back to me, even though I did that one yesterday. Because yesterday the detent ball was missing, but on this guy, it's here. So what we need to do is try to get this piece off without taking this off. I forgot there's two screws back behind here, and that lets that come loose. It's kind of a good thing that I have like you know, two of these. The one on the other boat, you know, it's not mounted. I'm about to mount it. And then this one's just got three screws back here in the back, and luckily I got access. Now that boat over there, there's no access really. I mean, it's gonna be a real pain. It's gonna be a joy. And we get this sit back down. So I don't know, but yeah, I got this loose where it should be able to just come out. If I get the, come off of there. Okay, what's going on? Oh, there it is. Oh, it had a big old washer on the back. Alright. So we got it loose now. So we have to. There's another cap too. I'm gonna have to. What am I gonna do here? Get some more length on this cable. I got plenty. It's probably tie wrapped though. Yeah. Yeah, it is. That'll give us something to be able to pull this forward. Oh, that's probably all I need. Alright. Now we can get this off. This spill out of there. So really it should be a 7/16 head. So we're gonna have to get another piece of hardware. Oh, luckily this one's coming right off. Thank you, Lord, for that one, because the other one was not like this. All right, so now that we got that off, we can get to our, right there to our switch, and we can go ahead and get that switch out of there. So, fortunately, we're gonna have to, we can rotate it. This would still be like a choke, or we could wire it up like that. The one I have is push to choke. So, either way, you can have push to choke and you can have this. So, whatever you want to do, or you can disconnect it. I don't know. I'm kind of recommending just keep it connected. I mean, unless you wanted to rewire it, put maybe a kill switch here, but it's probably better to just leave it in place is what I'm thinking. And I got a new switch like I put on that one over there on that side. It's a tale of two boats with the same problem. And so we're just gonna throw this one in its place and call it a day. So when we get started on that, it's just basically the same process. The only difference is this one has this extra choke, I mean, we could just get rid of it, but it's wired in series and everything, and so it's already in place. No need to really reinvent the wheel. All right, so the only thing to do to this, see, this is our wire that goes back and basically turns everything on. It's like key on power, right? And then this wire is the one that goes back to the choke solenoid. So if we use the push to choke, it's going to go in here, but unless you're flipping this up, it's not going to work because it's not going to pass signal through here. See, and you see it's like purple white right there, right? So if we swap, okay, so I'm gonna have to do something with this if I want to do that, or if I want to just keep this the way it was. I think we'll just keep it the way it was, and we'll ignore the push to choke on this. I hope I explained that right. So this is our, that's like key on, but this sends power to the switch, and then when the switch is up, then it goes to the purple white wire, purple with the white stripe, back to the choke solenoid. So the only way this would work is if your push to choke on the new switch would work, is if you wired this to go over into this wire. So we're just going to leave it the way it is. It's old school. She's on there. Give her another douse in a second. Too bad this one didn't last. I guess it lasted a maybe 50 years. It's kind of, you know, you want that to drain down. So yeah, it's in a funky location, but that's on. Okay. All right, well, we're gonna maybe put it back together. We could put our lever back on and that'll kind of keep it. Yep. I wish these worked. I usually keep them, like I keep all my little parts, because you never know. You never know when you'll need them. Okay, so I can mount this back up. Alrighty, folks. We got this one done. And so he had the cables on backwards. So when he brought it, he had the cables on backwards. So I fixed his cable ends because he messed those up. What else did we do? We got it running my little choke method. Put a new ignition switch in. Got this mounted up here good. So now that's what it should be. Alright, I think I got this one done. Little 60 horsepower Johnson. It's a tracker. You know, a tracker just puts their name on it. Johnson Evinrude made it. It's got a VRO, but we got oil in the gas. He can run that pump for a while. He'll have to at some point replace that pump. I mean, he's got a problem with his tank. So the thing to do is just, you know, I mean, that's going to be expensive. Then, you know, the VRO is kind of expensive, but it'll start it running. Yeah, it just runs good. Connector was real corroded. I cleaned that out, so you can see it smells pretty good. But it's pumping good running, so that's all that matters, I guess. And anyway, we're gonna call that one a win. Thanks for watching all the way through. You're part of our awesome community. Love this video? Hit subscribe for more adventures. The best way to support us is at hawkeyemarine.net. Shop outboard powerheads, lower units, and top quality boat parts. It fuels our content and keeps you on the water. Visit today. We'll see you next time.